All right, welcome to The Last Word. You are viewing with your host, Tanisha, and the last word is simply your space to be heard. So we are I am doing a special topic this week because here locally in our town we have just had our local Austin East homecoming, our 50th homecoming. So I wanted to come and just do a AE 50th Homecoming recap, and that is why I'm here. I have a special guest, our community's Knoxville's very own First Lady of Comedy, Miss Connie Soulful Burrell. And so we are here, and we just wanted to discuss this week's topic for my Last Word channel. She agreed to come on my show, or to come on my channel. And chit chat with me. So, and also I did want to do my big reveal of my lovely little short wig. Okay, so you wanted to go, so I went ahead and went short. Okay. So, but anyway, so we just want to do a recap. First of all, we're introducing you to the lovely First Lady of Comedy, Connie Soulful Burrell. Connie, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you introduce yourself and tell what it is you do. She's a comedian. She's been doing this for over a decade now.
Yeah. Something like that. I'm trying to figure out, is that red dot gonna be
No. No.
It's like I gotta keep putting my face over this way.
No, but we gotta quit shaking the table.
It's like a red dot.
We gotta quit shaking the table so the video camera won't shake.
Oh, okay. She's shaking the table.
This is shaking the table.
Well, yeah, like she said, she invited me to come out. Hey, everybody, this is my first time on The Last Word.
Yes.
And if you know Sunshine like I do, she always got to have the last word. So this show really fits her good. But yes, I've been doing comedy right now for 11 years now. I'm currently a radio analyst on WJBE, which is 99.7, which you can find me every Friday night from 7 to 9. I am with the Friday, I can't say it, Friday night Fallout crew.
Yeah.
Me and a couple of my people, we on the show. Our show really consists of local entertainment, international entertainment, worldwide entertainment. We focus on worldwide news, local news. It's meant to be a funny, kind of comical show. We play hip-hop music, and also we talk about a lot of things that's going on in the community, events that's coming up, events that's past, and like Sunshine said, she invited me out to talk about the historical Austin East High School and the amazing, I have to say this, with the big, amazing homecoming weekend that it just had. So if you missed it, you missed out on something amazing.
And of course, bummer, I am one that missed it, but don't mistake my missing this epic event. I really hate that I missed it. I was homesick, and I still am having some nasal congestion going on, as you can hear in my voice. So I had to stay in, but don't mistake me missing the event for not having the, spirit. I love AE. I graduated from AE myself. So, first of all, Connie is, well known in the community. I always have, deemed her a people person, very resourceful, and different things like that. A lot of connections in the community and different things like that. And of course, she called me Sunshine. That's my nickname. What my family and friends call me. So anyway.
Oh, they call you Tanisha on the show?
Listen.
Tanisha.
I just go by my first name on the show.
Sorry.
Tanisha, it's okay.
Maybe we know a little bit each other too well.
Okay, it's okay. No biggie. But anyway, so what we want to do, we want to get into a little bit of the history of Austin East. And as we were talking, when we went out to eat the other day together, you kind of shared some history about Austin East. And I just want to give you an opportunity here on my show. Go ahead and just fill people in on Austin East High School here in Knoxville, Tennessee, and the history behind Austin East. Just go ahead and fill us in on a little bit of that history.
Well, honestly, just to say this real quickly, if you ever want to know about any history, not just Austin East, if you ever want to know about any history in East Knoxville, I always refer to the Beck Culture Center on Damage Avenue. You can get so much resources from your community. I learned so much, and I could just get off track from Austin East, but I just learned so much from the Beck Culture Center. Miss Renee Kessler, she's a great person. I also am, like she said, I'm a community activist, and I do the Walter P. Homecoming. And Miss Renee was one of my guests, and she enlightened me on some things that I didn't know about East Knoxville. One of the things, real quickly, before I go into Austin's history, that she taught me about was Speedway Circle in Burlington. I never knew that Speedway Circle got its name because it used to be a race car track. And it used to be a man who owned that, who was a billionaire in Knoxville. And it's always good to go back to our history and know what the city is, so we can always kind of go back to that. Speaking of that, Austin East High School was founded in 1968. It used to be called Austin School, which was a predominantly black school. And in 1968, they merged over segregation. Well, combine the schools from all white, from all black, to make them together.
Desegregation.
Yeah, desegregation. So, in East was all white school. So Austin East, they combined it. It was actually founded by a white lady. I would probably later in the show find out her name for you guys, so I can give you the correct information. I had to give out wrong information to give you the correct information. It was founded through her. 1968. Since then, it has turned out to be a predominantly black school. A lot of people don't know that the East Side used to be predominantly white. But unfortunately, all of them moved out, so now it's predominantly black. Which, if you think about it, Austin East is the only predominantly black school in East Knoxville. You have other schools around, but you don't have a particular black school. The history in Austin East can stretch as long as my hand right here. The significance of it, the athletes that come through there, a lot of people who came through Austin East and passed through. I don't think that Knoxville would be the same without Austin East High School. And like I said, just the merging over and combining and making that for us to be able to go to school with different people. So that was, one of the history things about Austin East. Now, like I said, the colors, the red and the canary blue, the Roadrunner symbol, which has always been our symbol for years.
Beep, beep.
Beep, beep. And if you look at, in this weekend, we celebrated 50 years. And to my knowledge, I don't know any other school in East Knoxville that's been open as long as Austin East. My school, who I went to, was Eastport Elementary. It's currently closed down now. Because I grew up in Walter P. Taylor Homes, so Eastport Elementary is right across the street from me. Of course, they had Rule House School, was another predominantly black school. And I think they had Holston. Holston was not a predominantly black school, but it was kind of mixed. But at the same time, we did have a lot of blacks to go over there. All those schools have been closed down. And it's by the grace of God. They've been trying to close AE down for years, but it's just something about that school. The school's history, the school's roots, the school's spirit that's been keeping that school alive.
Yeah.
And I think this weekend showed everybody in East Knoxville just exactly what that school meant to them.
Absolutely.
It was so amazing.
Right.
Like, speaking about it, I'm a comedian, but I'm so emotional. She'll tell you. But speaking about this makes me emotional because when I look up and I see, especially when our city, it's like, I don't want to say we're a dying city, but we're struggling for hope. We're struggling for answers. We're struggling for, it's like we don't see black people doing great things.
And and just trying to come together.
You know what I'm saying? Trying to come together. It's like
together. And supporting one
another. Yeah. So it's like they always tear us down. And
I think That's a good point you made, and I just want to come in and say that I think it's very important for us as Black people to be able to support one another,
Right.
like, you know, and outwardly support one another. Like, it's one thing to support each other behind closed doors, but we got to be able to do that outwardly,
Right.
not also outwardly, but also economically, you know, with the Black dollar as well. So I think that's a real good point that you brought out, that Knoxville, in order for us as a Black community to thrive, and that's not to say that you are being racist against other groups in the community, but in order for us to succeed and be successful just as much as the other groups in our community, we have to learn we have to learn economics
protect
and
our
how
own.
to support one another. You know, I was very shocked and let down and disappointed at myself because my cousin Chandra, if you all know Chandra Taylor, she, you know, who's also an Austin East graduate and everything, she has a bakery here, and one day I was talking to her in her bakery, and this is when I started my own marketing business, network marketing business that I do, and I was sharing with her about my network marketing business. And you know, it never really dawned on me that I had never ever actually supported my own blood and family.
Right.
And I was so embarrassed, but I never even thought about it until I myself began to do business. Like, we have to wake up and understand and realize that it's time out for, you know, not helping each other and then waiting or realizing, like me, like I said, I felt shamed and I felt let down and disappointed in myself that I had never even volunteered in her store. I've always bought cakes from her and different things like that, and I supported her in that way, but I'm her own flesh and blood. Every one of my, you know, family, my blood family relatives have come through her store and volunteered in her store, except me. Like,
Right.
and it's kind of like, I really hate revealing it, and I know we done got off topic, but anyway, to pull us back on topic, you know, so we want to continue to talk about AE and the epic, you know, reunion, or excuse me, homecoming that we have had this weekend. Like I said, Austin East means very much to me, and Connie is what, class of 97?
I'm class of 97.
And I'm class of 99.
Mm-hmm.
So even if anybody else wants to chime in or even talk about this more, please go ahead and message me. If you're just now tuning in and you're seeing this, of course we're not live, but we are just going ahead and doing a recap of the epic 50th AE homecoming just reunion. So we just got through talking about the history of not only Austin East, but just a little bit of history of the schools in Knoxville. So now what we want to move to is the parade.
Right.
Let's talk about this parade really quick. And of course, you know, I don't know how much battery life I got.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
just on my phone, so let's go ahead and talk about that parade. And then after that, we'll go and talk about the event. So tell me, and I'm getting allowing her to share. And this is getting my feel because I missed it myself. I was out sick. So we're going to talk about the parade. Tell us about that long parade. Honey.
Well, the parade was as long as Aretha Franklin funeral.
Okay.
So, now, it really was. It was the longest parade. It had, okay, now I said, if you were paying attention to me, I said Austin East has been around since 1968. So that's 50 years. So that's 50 classes that Austin East has graduated. So that's, you know what, like, you know, that's
all the classes there in the parade.
Just about all the classes was there. I'm talking about from old people in canes to everything. Class of 72. I wasn't even born in 72. They was in the parade. I mean, everybody was in the parade. From bands, we also had a band. And later in the show, I will get the information with the band. Cause it was a college band that came. Three bus loads of band people came down to participate in our parade. We were in our class, got to walk right behind the parade.
Okay.
I mean, right behind the band.
Okay.
So it was great. They had floats. Our theme was a Mardi Gras theme. So I thought that was real festive because if you know anything about Mardi Gras, yeah, I mean,
okay, so each class did a different thing.
No, everything, Mardi Gras was a whole theme for the whole event.
Okay,
because if you know anything, you know Mardi Gras is festive. Mardi Gras is a fun time, and that's what it was. We was able to put on masks, and I think we was able to celebrate, like I said, for the first time in a long time. Black people in this community were able to smell. I mean,
and there was no drama.
No drama. People was, like I said, was out. You know, 5 miles. I mean, you know, from if you know anything about Knoxville, I say from trying to think how many miles it was.
Summit Hill, like,
It was a good 3 or 4 miles long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they took it from where we WJB Eats over to Austin East.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's like 3 miles.
Okay.
If you, about 2 or 3 miles if you walking.
Well, maybe that's like a little over a mile. I don't think it would have been 2 or 3 miles.
Yeah, it seemed like it was 10 miles long.
So who else was in the parade? Well,
they had like I said, the bands. Of course, they had a coronation, which they have every year.
And tell us a little bit about the coronation court or the homecoming court.
Yeah, I didn't get to attend that, but I do know some people who won the homecoming court.
Yeah, we know Mr. Senior is my cousin Kimberly Thatson's son.
Yeah,
he won that, so I seen that.
And Miss Junior, that's my cousin. Nene, that's what I call her.
Okay.
Miss Freshman, Miss Kanaya, she won Miss Freshman. I forgot who won Miss Homecoming Queen. I think Shelly Rice needs. But the whole homecoming court was in there in the parade. Like I said, they had floats. I seen Miss Cannon in there. Anybody know anything about Austin East history? They know that Miss Cannon used to be the principal over at Austin East for years. She was there in the parade. Yeah, she was probably gone.
Because I was class 99.
No, she was gone when we got there. Miss Cannon was back in the 80s.
Okay.
Yeah, she was there. Fire department, like I said, we had everybody in the parade.
Awesome.
If you could name it, they was in the parade. Of course, they didn't get to throw out candy this year because they got a rule that they didn't want to throw out candy. I guess because the kids are running the street and didn't want the kids to get hit by cars. Then after the parade, we went back to the school where the band had like a drum off, and I have to admit, I thought I was a majorette.
Okay, did you think it was in Drumline movie?
I did. I did. Like,
it's funny.
From the moment we pulled up at that school, reality set in. Like, this is really happening.
Wow. Like,
for me to tell y'all and for you to see it is something totally different. It felt like a college event.
Wow.
It really did. It was, I'm talking about the tents were set up, the music, the drum lines, the cars.
Yeah. So I was able to drive by, and I couldn't stay and be in the night air or whatnot, but I was able to see, and I was just like, wow, it really did something for me. So let's talk about some of the events, and we're going to pretty much wrap it up. We kind of into our time. But like I said, if you went to Austin East, you're watching this video, you're enjoying what we are discussing here this week for this week's topic, the epic AE 50th Homecoming recap, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and subscribe to my channel. My channel, of course, is a little lit this week because I got Connie Sofa Burrell here. Okay, I have a local celebrity. I always tease her and tell her she 1,000% celebrity. Okay, so but anyways, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. My channel is basically the last word, your space and my space to be heard. Each week I upload different topics about positive, motivating, uplifting, encouraging things. I'm changing the connotation of the last word from that negative connotation, right, of having to have the last word, to reconnect people, to promote better communication. But right now, this week's topic, we're talking about AE's 50th Homecoming. So let's go ahead and get to some of the events that occurred over the weekend. What was some of the? Well, first of all, we won the game. Okay,
yeah, we won the game.
We did the homecoming. There was a football game. It was Friday night football. Homecoming is when the AE 50th Homecoming event took place on Friday night football. And of course, AE played against, who did they play against that night? Can't forget about the sports, right?
I don't know who they played.
You can't remember the team? I can't remember the team either.
And here's the reason.
We won. It was like, I remember the score was like 48-0 or 50-something-0. So, honey, get off your phone.
No, because I was actually pulling up some information.
You got.
I was telling you guys that I was wanting you to know who actually founded the school. And this is what I want you to know too.
Okay,
this going back to the history, okay? See, Austin High, remember I told you, was a school by itself. Okay.
Right.
So this is the kicker that I want you to
Okay, she
understand.
done
Okay.
pulled it up. Okay, that was
Austin-
supposed to be my job.
Austin was a school by
See, that's how you
itself.
gotta connect. And she get it.
When you
She's
get
resourceful.
Austin East, now Austin was one school. Austin East is another school. Okay. So Austin High opened in 1879.
Oh wow.
Let me say it to y'all one more time.
18.
Austin High
That's good
opened
information.
in 1879, and it was named after Emily Austin, a white woman from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who raised money to establish the school as Knoxville's first black high school.
Oh yes, that's good.
That right there alone is very important.
Right.
So even though we celebrate 50 years of the school combining, Austin High itself has been open for over 1879.
Yeah. Yeah. What is that? We gotta do the math on it.
That's a long
Calculate.
time.
Yeah. 2018.
And it was known as Knoxville's first
That's like-
black high school.
over 200 years. Let's do the math in my head. That's
So again,
Okay.
we're gonna figure this how long it is, but again, you know, before I go into the events, I want you guys to just to focus on that for a minute, because sometimes you can your mind can get caught up in other things in Knoxville. And I'm saying this to everybody who may be listening.
or who may watch,
You know what I'm
which
saying?
is not gonna be many, so we might as well.
Right, it doesn't matter.
They ain't gonna watch this long.
They say if you reach one, you reach many.
That's right. Okay.
So-
well, let's get it, because
Right.
we're ready to talk about the event. So we appreciate the history.
Right.
And I have to probably put a little bit more link.
Mm-hmm.
If you send me that link, I can put that link down in the description box for the folks to be able to access that. But thank you, okay?
Okay.
Because that's what I was supposed to be doing.
Right.
See, that's why you gotta have resourceful friends, okay? So let's talk about some of the
Oh, you
events.
talk about the parties?
Oh yeah, some of the events that occur. Let's get it.
I'm still trying to recover from
Friday
parties.
night was a party at the local
Friday party.
lounge here, 35 a ticket.
Yes, the local
Okay.
lounge, 35 a ticket. Shout out to my brother Troy Woodard, and his family. I mean, the rest of his friends. 35 a ticket had a party. There was another party at Cocoa Moon.
Yeah, downtown Market Square. Yes.
There's a couple other more parties at the Magnolia Cafe that night.
Right.
They had bowling on Thursday. To kick it off, they had bowling on Thursday. And I think before the homecoming on the 22nd, because homecoming was on the 28th, but 22nd, they had a luncheon and a formal for, this is at the Vet Culture Center for everybody. A lot of people didn't know about that, but this happened a week before the homecoming. On Saturday, like I said, they had bowling as well on Thursday. This is lined all the events that was lined up towards the homecoming. So on Saturday they had a day party that was on the rooftop, and it was really nice at America Square. I'm talking about really nice. The class of I think 78 or 77, they did a great job catering the rooftop, the music, and the DJs was bumping every party I went to.
Okay.
There was no lame DJs. So it was a class of 1988. Had a party at the Brown Bag Production, which is my homie Scotty's building. And then I think the class of 1996, 96, yeah, they had a party in the Sun Sphere, and that's the one I attended.
No, it's class of 98, I think.
Yeah, 98, I'm sorry, yeah, 98. They had a party in the Sun Sphere.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah.
And it was a couple other clubs. The bikers came in town that weekend. They had a party on Clinton Highway.
Yes, it was just an epic night.
It was just a lot of things going on. This Sunday they did fellowships at different churches and brunches. And before the families, went off to
back to their
home,
respective towns.
And one of the things before I leave, I do want to touch about this. I know I said it at my post. My biggest moment for me, again, if you are a AE Roadrunner fan, is when they actually allowed Malcolm, who is a special needs person. Anybody knows anything about Austin East history, they know Malcolm sits in the stands, basketball, football, and he reads the stats. He tells the game play by play, and he's on it.
That's good.
And he's special needs, and he's on it. And they allowed him that day to announce the game. I thought that was so special, because you can't say 50 years of AE without saying some things. And he is a true AE fan. And a lot of times it's the small things. And I think that's what this weekend, just to give you kind of recap so we can sum it down, it's the small things that matter.
Yeah.
Everything don't have to be always big. I think for this one time and this one moment, the school came together as one. The love was real. The event was epic. And one thing, right? And one thing about it, if you don't know anything else, please know that if you a roadrunner pride run deep down in your heart. And Austin East High School is love. It will be forever love. And I don't think Austin East High School is going nowhere. I think it's here to stay for a long little time. And the reason being is because it's rooted.
Okay.
When you have something rooted, ain't nothing you can do about it.
Okay, well, you heard it, folks. It's just AE runs deep. It's like a family. I remember coming to Austin East as a freshman. I was off the chain, okay? But then, in going into 10th grade, a lot of people who know me know my story, and a lot of people even who know me as a child growing up knows my story about me and my mom, which is a story that's not unbeknownst to any of us, because most of us have went through it, right? But I just remember coming to AE, I was just like cuss words and just bad, okay? But then 10th grade, I'm grateful for the experience that I had with accepting Christ into my life and making him my Lord and Savior, and everybody could see the drastic change in my personality and how God came and changed my life. Like, I didn't really cuss no more. I didn't do a lot of things that, I shouldn't do no more, which, nobody's perfect. So I did have things in my life that did occur that I was not proud of, okay? But who haven't, okay? But Austin East is just an amazing school. Graduating from Austin East and then going into, single parenthood, I had to still go ahead and seek help with going to college. And the guidance counselor is one of the ones that I won't forget. I cannot remember his name, but I will never forget.
Right.
What was that guidance counselor's name?
I can't think of his name either, but I know you're talking about. And that was one thing real quickly that we didn't touch on either. The staff at Austin East, a lot of the players.
Miss Bailey. I won't forget Miss Bailey.
Yeah, Miss Bailey, Mr. Armstrong, who's been around. Mr. Perry was my principal.
Yeah, Mr. Perry. That's who the principal
Coach
was.
Coach Glasper, may he rest in peace. Used to be the football coach at Austin East. It's my uncle. Coach Foster, may he rest in peace. Coach Times, they even had a truck honoring Coach Times. May he rest in peace. I mean, we can do a whole 3-hour show.
Okay, and that's the
Austin
reason
East.
why I said here at the last word, trust me, if you're seeing this video, you want to come on my channel, please be a guest on my channel. You can come in. We can talk more about Austin East Homecoming some more and bring it back again, okay? Or if you have a topic that you would like to discuss each week for the Last Word channel, we can come on. I'm getting notifications while we sit here doing this, but you can come on my channel and just be a guest on my channel for any other topics that I have. Like I said, each week I just come on and discuss different topics. But we have been on here for a good half hour, which is good. We have been able to get some time in. And hey, it's time well spent talking about Austin East and all of the things that have occurred over this past weekend. I'm just so grateful that I was able to see some of everybody's posts, even though I was not there. I was there in heart and in mind. Okay, so thank you for watching the last. And
before
word.
I go, I just want to say that our lip gloss is popping, ain't it?
I need mine to pop some more.
Well, I'm sitting here looking in the camera. I'm thinking like, oh. Well,
listen, I always say about her lip gloss, it never ever comes off. Like I'm like, she's sitting there eating and it ain't budged. Okay, and I'm like, my lip gloss come off just from me talking.
It do.
But listen, so here on the last word, I do appreciate you coming in, and just we just gonna cap it up and give another last word. I'm gonna allow Connie to have the last word this week, just for her being my special guest on the show. The last word is just your last word for this week. Could just be anything, just anything positive, uplifting. And so go ahead and give us the last word this week, Connie.
She always gonna put me on the spot. I don't know. I guess for me and my struggles, the last word, like I say, is be encouraged. Be encouraged and keep hope alive. Sometimes, situations may look like they're dead situations. Sometimes people can tell you, you're not nothing. You're not, just all the negativity things that people make it put in your ear when you're striving to do your best. Just stay encouraged. And like I said, just keep hope alive. Just don't never give up on your dreams. Never give up on your hopes, and stay encouraged and learn to support one another. That's probably my last word. If you learn to support, if you say a prayer, or if you support somebody else, you never know how blessings can come your way. So that's one of the things that we got to do. I think this weekend showed me that supporting and encouraging people can go a long way.
Okay, awesome. Well, there you have it, folks. Be encouraged. And once again, thank you so much for watching The Last Word. And if you want to hear more, if you want to be a guest on my channel, just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Send me a message. Share this with someone if you enjoyed this. If you think that this will help someone else, please go ahead and share it, like, comment, and subscribe. You have a great evening. Well, evening. Because, of course, we're doing this at evening. All right, folks. Thanks for watching.